All right, Lakers fans, and really anyone who follows the NBA, just breathe, take a deep breath. Because after the absolute roller coaster we've been on, after trading away Anthony Davis for Luka Doncic, after being told we were instant championship contenders, and then that first-round exit against Minnesota, are we really talking about another blockbuster trade already? And are we really talking about bringing Lauri Markkanen to Los Angeles? What is even happening with this team? Welcome back to the channel. Everyone, your source for all the bewildering, frustrating, and occasionally hopeful news surrounding the Los Angeles Lakers. It feels like just yesterday we were being sold the dream. Luka Doncic and LeBron James, a dynamic duo ready to dominate the Western Conference and march straight to the 2025 NBA Finals. Pundits were lining up to crown them, especially when the Lakers somehow snagged the third seed in the West. The narrative was set. The King and the Slovenian sensation were bringing banner number 18 home. And then reality hit. Hard. The Minnesota Timberwolves, a team many underestimated, exposed some serious flaws in just 5 games in the first round of the playoffs. LeBron and Luka looked mortal. The supporting cast struggled, and the championship dreams evaporated faster than a puddle in the Mojave Desert. It was a harsh reminder that winning in the NBA, especially after trading away a cornerstone like Anthony Davis, is never easy. The Lakers haven't been back to the finals since that bubble championship in 2020, and the path back seems increasingly complicated. One of the most glaring issues exposed in that playoff series, and frankly, since the trade that sent AD to Dallas, is the Lakers' desperate need for size and front-court depth. They gave up one of the best big men in the league, and while Luka is an offensive genius, he doesn't fill that void. They need a presence, a scoring threat, a rebounder, someone who can stretch the floor and complement their superstar backcourt. Enter the trade machine scenarios. With the offseason now in full swing and the sting of that playoff loss still fresh, analysts are already cooking up potential moves for the purple and gold. And one idea, proposed by Greg Swartz over at Bleacher Report, has certainly grabbed attention. It involves the Utah Jazz and their star forward, Lauri Markkanen. The proposed trade looks like this. The Los Angeles Lakers would send Rui Hachimura, rookie Dalton Connect, Gabe Vincent, Maxi Kleber, acquired in the Doncic trade, and a future unprotected 2031 first-round draft pick to Utah Jazz. In return, the Lakers would receive Lauri Markkanen. Let's break down the logic behind this. Swartz argues that Markkanen represents probably the best level of player Los Angeles can reasonably acquire. That's a key point. Not necessarily the ideal player, but the best realistic target given their assets and needs. He sees Markkanen as a strong third option behind Doncic and James. And that's where the appeal lies for the Lakers. Adding a 7-footer who can play their forward position and fill short bursts as a stretch 5 gives the Lakers something they desperately lack: versatility and shooting in the front court. Markkanen's ability to stretch the floor as a big man would theoretically open up driving lanes for both LeBron and Luka, addressing an offense that, according to Swartz, ranked 12th out of 16 teams this postseason among playoff teams. That offensive stagnation was painful to watch at times, and Markkanen's scoring punch could certainly help. If this trade would happen, the Lakers' core lineup, as envisioned by Swartz, would look something like this: Luka Doncic, Austin Reeves, Lauri Markkanen, LeBron James, and potentially Dorian Finney-Smith or Jared Vanderbilt filling in at the center spot or alongside Markkanen. On paper, that's a lot of offensive firepower and some intriguing defensive pieces, though questions about traditional center play and rim protection would still linger. So, who exactly is Lauri Markkanen, and what would the Lakers be getting? Markkanen is a 7-foot forward from Finland, known for his smooth shooting stroke and scoring ability. He's had an interesting NBA journey, starting with the Bulls, moving to the Cavaliers, and truly breaking out with the Utah Jazz. This past season, Markkanen appeared in 47 games for the Jazz, averaging a solid 19.0 points, 5.9 rebounds, and 1.5 assists per contest. His shooting splits were 42.3% from the field, 34.6% from beyond the arc, and an excellent 87.6% from the free throw line. While the three-point percentage was a bit lower than his breakout year, 34.6% from a 7-footer still commands defensive attention and provides valuable spacing. He's a one-time NBA All-Star, earning that nod in 2023 during a season where he also won the league's Most Improved Player award, averaging a career-high 25.6 points per game. His career averages stand at 18.2 points, 7.1 rebounds, and 1.5 assists. When he's healthy and in rhythm, he's a legitimate high-level scorer and offensive weapon. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room, or perhaps more accurately, the giant finished contract in the room. In August 2024, Markkanen signed a massive 4-year, $195 million contract extension with the Jazz. This was a renegotiation and extend deal, meaning his salary for next season is a significant $46.4 million. This is a huge number, and while it's the final year of the renegotiated portion before the extension kicks in, it's a massive cap hit for any team to absorb. From the Lakers' perspective, acquiring Markkanen brings undeniable offensive talent and much-needed size and shooting. He fits the mold of a modern stretch big who can create his own shot and space the floor for Luka and LeBron. That potential trio is certainly intriguing on the offensive end. However, the cost is substantial. They're giving up Rui Hachimura, a proven scorer who has had big moments for them, a promising rookie in Dalton Connect, 2 rotation players in Vincent and Kleber, and most critically, an unprotected first-round pick way out in 2031. That 2031 pick is a roll of the dice on the post-LeBron/post-Luka era in Los Angeles. An unprotected pick that far out carries significant risk is Lauri Markkanen. Given his age and massive contract, worth potentially sacrificing their draft future? From the Utah Jazz's perspective, trading Markkanen signals a clear move towards a full rebuild. They will be getting a young, potentially high-upside player in Connect, several veterans who could either be part of their rotation or potentially flipped again, and that valuable unprotected 2031 first-round pick. For a team looking to accumulate future assets, that pick is the main prize, offering potential for a high lottery selection if the Lakers fall off a cliff by then. Ultimately, this trade idea highlights the difficult position the Lakers are in. They need to improve significantly after last season's disappointment. They need frontcourt help, and they have limited assets, especially future draft capital after the Doncic trade, to work with. Markkanen provides potential solution on the court, but his massive contract and the cost of acquiring him, particularly that unprotected 2031 pick, make this a high-stakes gamble. It's a move that could elevate their offense, but also cripple their long-term financial flexibility and draft assets. It's the kind of move a team makes when they feel the championship window is closing fast, and they need to push all their chips into the center of the table. All right, Lakers faithful and NBA fans everywhere. That's a proposed blockbuster trade sending Lauri Markkanen to Los Angeles. It's a wild idea that addresses some needs, but also raises some serious questions. What do you think about this potential trade? Would you want the Lakers to make this move, giving up valuable assets and taking on that massive contract for Lauri Markkanen? Or should they look elsewhere to improve the roster? Let me know your thoughts, your reactions, and your own trade ideas in the comments section below. I'm genuinely curious to hear what you make of this. And hey, if you stuck with me through this entire breakdown, if you found it informative or even just entertaining, please do me a massive favor and absolutely demolish that like button. Hitting like helps the channel reach more fans and keeps this content coming. Thank you all for watching. We'll keep digging into all the Lakers rumors and news as the offseason heats up. Don't miss the next video.